Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is Abhinav. So this is the second video of our series Practice with Abhinav. So yeah, I know that there's a little bit late in this video because yesterday there was the code forces round, so I was making the video tutorials of that. And actually this video is going to be really amazing because after a lot of research, on bitwise operators, and after finding some two amazing blocks of Geeks for Geeks, which I also referred at my time. And today I will discuss both the blocks of Geeks and Geeks, and also I will discuss some hacks for competitive programming, some bitwise hacks for competitive programming. So let's start. Uh, okay, so this is the first block which we are going to discuss today. So today we are going to discuss two blocks. The first one is bitwise operators, in this block we will just talk about, you can say, some intro of bitwise operators or a little bit theory. And the second blocks, it is really amazing. It is bitwise hacks for competitive programming. Okay, so we are going to discuss both the blocks. So let's start from this. And also all the resource of today's video I will upload it in our repository, so you can check it out. So fine, so this is our Geeks for Geeks blog for today. In this blog we are going to discuss about bitwise operators. So what are bitwise operators, what are binary operators? So basically we have three types of operators in our language, which is unary operator, a binary operator, and ternary operator. And among these binary operators, one is bitwise operator, and today we are going to talk about these bitwise operators. Every month more than 2 or 3 questions in CodeChef long challenge are from bitwise operators. In all the contests you have seen a question on XOR, on AND, on OR, etc. Means on a bitwise operator. So there is a question on bitwise operator in all the contests, in all the CodeChef long challenge, and yeah, it is useful also. It is very important. So okay, so first of all we will discuss the 6 main bitwise operators which we are going to use and which are really important. The first one is AND operator. So you all know bitwise AND. So basically I don't think that you are not aware of bitwise AND. Basically the bitwise AND, it takes two numbers as the input. All the bitwise operators take two numbers, two input, except this bitwise not. Okay, and after this what it does it that the result is 1 only if both the bits are 1. So if both the numbers are 1, then the answer is 1, otherwise the answer is 0. Okay, so this is really basic, so I'm going to skip this. Same for all. If both the numbers, if any one of the numbers is 1, then the output is 1. If both the numbers are 0, then the output is 0. For bitwise XOR it's little bit confusing, that if you can say in bitwise XOR, if both the numbers are 0 or both the numbers are 1, or you can say both the bits are same, then the answer is 0, otherwise the answer is 1. Means if there is 0 0, then answer is 0. If there is 1 1, then answer is 0, otherwise it is 1. Fine. What is left shift? So left shift is really amazing bitwise operator. So what left shift does is, left shift shifts the bit of the first operand how many times? Second operand times. Okay, so now we will discuss that what it does. So let's move towards the whiteboard. Okay, so for example we have a number, okay, so for example we have a number n. Okay, and then we implement left shift 3 times. Okay, fine. So we implement left shift 3. हमने यहाँ पे 3 बार left shift को लगाया. So what is this doing? So basically this left shift is making the bits of the number n left 3 times. Fine. So for example the value of n is, for example the value of n is you can say 5. Okay, so 5 means it is 1 0 1. So this is 5. Okay, now what this left shift operation is doing, it is making all the bits of 5 moves towards the left 3 times. So when we put a 0 here, okay, sorry, when we put a 0 here, then the bits of the numbers 5 shifts 1 time to the left. पहले ये 1 0 1 थी, अब ये 1010 हो गई, मतलब एक बार लेफ्ट साइड में शिफ्ट हो गई है, बट व्हाट आर वी डूइंग, वी आर शिफ्टिंग इट 3 टाइम्स, so we will make 3 zeros here. If we make, you can say 5 1, then it will shift the bits of 5 one time, means a 1 0 after 8 bit. Now it becomes 10. Now it becomes 10 because 1 0 1 0 is 10, and here it becomes 40. 30 rupees is 40. So basically what it does is it adds the number of zeros after that number. Okay, 3 number of zero after the number means it shifts that number 3 times to the left. फाइन, ये कर रहा है काम यहाँ पर. तो यहाँ पर क्या हुआ, हम लोगों ने जब इसको एक बार लेफ्ट शिफ्ट किया तो एक तरीके से नंबर डबल हो गया. जब हमने इसको 3 बार लेफ्ट शिफ्ट किया तो ये नंबर, इस नंबर में 2 to the power 3 का मल्टीप्लाई हो गया, मीन्स 8 का मल्टीप्लाई हो गया. अगर 2 बार करते तो 4 का मल्टीप्लाई होता, लाइक दिस. Okay, so this is the use, and same for right shift also. In right shift we are making the number right 3 times. For example, it is right shift, then what we are doing is it is 1 0 1, and yes, infinite number of 0 you can say according to your bit. There are zeros here because किसी नंबर के पहले 0 लगने से कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. Now what it is doing is it is making the bits of this number 5 right 5 times, means when we do it right one time then this bit will disappear. हमने इसको राइट कर दिया, राइट में भेज दिया, एक बिट चली गई, और कितनी बिट जाए, 3 बिट जा रही हैं, तो 3 बिट चली, हमारे पास सिर्फ 0 बचा. तो जब हम लोग n राइट शिफ्ट करेंगे 3 बार 5 का तो 0 बचेगा सिर्फ, बिकॉज हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं यहाँ पर, हम लोग यहाँ पर 5 का 8 से मल्टीप्लाई किया था, हम लोग यहाँ पे 5 का 8 से डिवाइड कर रहे हैं, और जब 5 का 8 से डिवाइड करेंगे तो हमारे पास 0 आएगा. Same if we make it only one time, means 5 right shift 1, then what is happening is it is 1 0 1, right shift one time, means last one digit disappears, it will become 1 0, and 1 0 is 2, and you know that 5 by 2 is 2, it is divided 2 times. So you can also use this left shift operator and right shift operator for dividing a number. And why we use this? We can use directly the divide operator and the multiply operator. We will use this because these bitwise operators are fast than these arithmetic operators. These are arithmetic operators, and this is bitwise operator, and it is fast. Fine, because it is dealing with the bits. It is dealing with the bits. That's why it is fast. Okay. So this is what I am trying to explain here. And our next bitwise operator is NOT, and I hope you all are familiar with NOT. NOT is basically, you can say, if NOT of 0 is 1, it is a complement, and NOT of 1 is 0. Okay, fine. So this is the NOT operator, and for example here it is 1 0 1, it is 5. Okay, we are talking about 5. So what will be the NOT of 5? What will be the NOT of 5? If we talk about a NOT of 5, then what it will be? So it will be 0 1 0, because we are just inverting all the bits of this 5. Fine. Okay. So we have discussed all the 6 bitwise operators here. Now we will discuss their examples. So here in this code, all these operators are used and are explained. Fine. For example, if A is 5, B is 9, then A and B is 1, A or B is 13, A or B is 12, and like this you can check out here. Okay. Here it is also explained that it is taking int as the type. So the A is 0 5 times, then 1 0 1. Why? Because A is of size 8 bits. So there should be 8 bits in the binary, in the you can say the binary expansion of 5, binary form of 5. And when we are changing all the ones with zeros and all the zeros with 1, then we are getting 250. Okay, fine. So this is fine. Now move towards the okay. So there are some interesting facts about bitwise operators here, and the first one is that the value in this in the second operand of this left and right should not be negative. That should not be negative. If it is negative, then it will give you error. Okay, it will give an error, or you can say the Gardner's value. And also the value of this cannot exceed the maximum stored bit. For example, if we are taking it for int, then there are only 8 bits, so we can shift this number only 8 times, not more than 8 times, because there are only 8 bits. Then how can you shift this number 9 times? We can maximum shift this number only 8 times because there are only 8 bits. हम लोग उसको सिर्फ 8 बार राइट साइड शिफ्ट कर सकते हैं बिकॉज में सिर्फ 8 बिट्स हैं. फाइन. ओके, so that is what I explained here. Okay, and yes, one more thing. There is a property of XOR that, as I explained to you, that the XOR of 1 and 1 is 0 and XOR of 0 is also 0. Means XOR of two same numbers is 0. So XOR of any two same numbers is 0. XOR of n XOR n is 0. For example, n is 1000. Then the XOR of 1000 and 1000 is 0. So the XOR of any two numbers which are equal is always 0. So for example, we are given with a set of numbers where all elements occur even number of times except one number. One number is occurring only one time. बाकी सारे numbers even number of times occur कर रहे हैं, पर एक number odd number of time occur कर रहा है. So, and we have to find that number. So you will think about some brute force solution. You may approach towards some other solution, but there is a really simple solution for this problem. We have to just find the XOR of all the numbers. So जितने भी even वाले numbers हैं वो खुद के साथ ही cancel हो जाएंगे XOR करते करते. For example, XOR of 2 and 2 is 0. The XOR of 2 4 times is also 0. But the XOR of 3 5 times. For example, the XOR of 3 times. XOR of 3, XOR 3, XOR 3. It will be 3 because 1 3 cancelled 1 3. एक 3 ने एक 3 को काट दिया and 1 3 is remaining. So the odd occurring number होगा वो बच जाएगा and that is the answer. So when we find the XOR of all the given numbers, then we get the number which is occurring odd number of times. And if the answer is 0, means all the numbers of occurring even number of times. Okay, fine. And here is the code for the solution. Fine. So here are some interesting problems for this XOR operator problem. So there are really interesting of Geeks for Geeks. So you can try these problems. I will give you the link to this blog in the description as well as in my repo. So you can check out this blog and solve this problem. And if you have any doubt in solving any number of this problem, you have to just simply comment it below that I have the problem in the problem number 4, I have a doubt in the problem number 5 or the question number 5, and I will clear your doubt. Okay, fine. So the bitwise operator should not same as logical. So there is a difference between logical operator and bitwise operator, because bitwise AND is just a symbol of AND, but logical AND is 2 times AND. So sometimes people confuse about that, but don't confuse. Okay, there is difference between logical operators and bitwise operators. Fine. Okay. Yes, here it is written that left shift and right shift are equivalent to multiplication and division by 2. Yes, that I have already explained to you that if I shift the number left shift one time, then we are basically multiplying the number by 2, and we are making it by right time, then we are simply dividing the number by 2. So that is what we are doing. I have already explained to you in the whiteboard. Okay, and that is what here it is doing is the number is 19, and when we are shifting it left one time, then it will be 19 to 38, and when we are shifting it right time, then it will be 19 by 2, which is 9. Okay, fine. The AND operator can be used to quickly check even. Okay, so AND operator can also be used to check the number is even or odd. How? Okay, so simply if we make the AND of any number with 1, so if it is 1, then the answer is odd, otherwise even. Okay, let's see how. Let's explain this point in the whiteboard. So I think this video is going to be some long, but it is really important video, so don't miss it. So for example, what here it is asking is that for example, here is an odd number. Okay, and a binary form, then there will be some bits, but the last bit will be 1. Always, the last bit will always be 1. And for a even number, the last bit will be 0. And all the other bits we don't care about that. Okay. And when we make AND of a odd number with 1 and an even number with 1, so the answer will be always 1, because 1 and 1 is 1, but 1 and 0 is 0. So when we are ANDing a odd number with 1 and an even number with 1, then there are two possible outputs. So it will give 1 for an odd number and give 0 for an even number. So we can check for even odd numbers by this also, means by this formula also. Fine. Okay. So I hope you understand. Okay, so if this series is helpful, please comment down your feedback. So your feedback are welcome and are very important to us. It basically motivates me to make more videos. Fine. So use not operator carefully, because smallest can be bigger number. Yeah. So sometimes what happens when we are making, we are just changing the bits of a number. Means we are changing all the zeros to 1 and 1 to 0 using this not operator. Okay, so sometimes when we are storing a variable in a very large data type, for example long, so in long there are approx 64 bits. So when you change all that bits to 0 to 1, then it will be really a very large number, and maybe can't be stored in long, means can't be stored in, you can say, double or int. So we have to you can say be careful while using not. Okay. Yeah, so this is the blog of you can say introduction to bitwise operators in C++, C and C++. So now okay, so I will discuss this blog, bitwise hacks for competitive programming, in my next video, because this video is already very long. So just wait for the next video. It is going to be a very interesting video on bitwise hacks. So we will use all these bitwise operations, all the functions, all the tips and tricks in our competitive programming questions, and how to solve that question. So for now, just solve these 10 problems, go for them, and if I hope you all can solve these problems. If you have any doubt, you can comment it down. You have to just comment the number of that particular problem and your doubt of that problem, and I will reply your solution. Okay, so this is all for today. I hope you loved the video for today, where we have discussed bitwise operators, all the 6 bitwise operators, and I hope that you learned something new today. Thank you for watching the video. You can check out our playlist of practice with Abhinav, and also our playlist for code step and code courses solutions. So thank you for watching the video. I hope you like it. Join our Telegram for more details. Subscribe to the for content. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you like it. Thank you.